I've spent hours and hours trying to find the lightest and most compact down jacket in the world, and I think I found it in the Patagonia UltraAlpine. If you need a piece of insulation that is extremely light but also warm, then stick around because we're going to be going over everything that's really good about this jacket as well as the things that aren't so great. Starting with the good things, we have to start with the weight. The size medium only weighs 179 grams. That's what I'm wearing right now, and there's a few different reasons for that. It doesn't have a hood, a zipper, or any pocket, so it's a very minimal jacket. The down inside of it is 800 power filled down, and then the material that it's made of, the shell material here, is a 0.7 ounce 7 denier ripstop nylon. There's 3 different color profiles that you can get with the jacket. There's the purple and green that I'm wearing right now, as well as a black one and an orange one. The one feature that this jacket does have is that there's a little pouch on the inside that you can stuff it into for transport. Before we talk about the warmth performance of this jacket, I want to talk about the sustainability and ethics, because a lot of companies are moving towards having more sustainable and ethically made products, but there's no one really as advanced in that as Patagonia, and all of that is highlighted with the Patagonia UltraAlpine jacket. The shell material of the jacket is made with recycled material, so that's recycled nylon, and then the down inside the jacket follows the traceable down standard, so you can go and trace where the down came from, all the way from the factory through processing, and then once it ends up inside the jacket. The DWR coating on the jacket is non-fluorinated, so that's also better for the environment. And from an ethics standpoint, this jacket is made in a factory in Vietnam, and you can go right onto Patagonia's website, see exactly where that factory is, what its name is, and really get into the nitty-gritty on how things are operating over there while this jacket's being made. For warmth, this jacket isn't the warmest jacket out there, but that's to be expected for how lightweight it is. I'd say it's on par with something like the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisper. It's a little bit warmer than that, and that makes sense because the baffles in it are about the same size, but it's slightly less warm than a jacket like the Decathlon Trek 100. The jacket uses sewn through baffles, so anywhere you have a seam for creating those baffles, you're gonna have a little bit more heat loss. A jacket that uses thicker baffles is gonna be a little bit warmer, probably have a little bit more loft in the baffles as well. As for the bad things with the jacket, first of all, the price. The jacket costs $200 US, so it's not cheap, especially in comparison to a jacket like the Decathlon Trek 100. The power fill of the down was also a surprise for me. For a jacket that's targeted at being so lightweight, I thought they'd use maybe a 900 or 950 power fill down, not something like 800. When I bought the jacket, I actually thought it was 900 power fill down. It wasn't until I went back and double checked the website that I saw it was only 800. The shell material of the jacket is also very fragile. It's only 7 denier, like I said, and I've already dinged it a little bit on the cuff here. But that was my own fault. I was using my hot tent stove and lit it on fire, which seems to be something that's happening a lot recently, lighting myself on fire. Hopefully that stops. I don't want that to become a trend. Then there's just the fact that there's a lot less features on this jacket. No hood, no zipper, no pockets. The pockets are the thing that I miss the most. I'm always sticking my hands in my pockets to keep them warm or storing things in there. And with my down pants not having pockets, when I'm using this setup, I'm pocketless, and that can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I use the jacket as an extra piece of insulation layer in the wintertime. I'll have this underneath my big down jacket when around camp, and then I'll wear it to bed as a sleep insulation layer. I'll throw it in my day pack as an ultralight insulating layer for those trips, and I know people who have bought it for travel as well. Because it compacts down so small and is so lightweight, it makes it very convenient as just an extra layer to have if you are going somewhere and you're not sure if it's going to be super cold or not. I haven't had this jacket for summertime yet, but I think it's gonna be my go-to ultralight down jacket for when I'm trying to go as ultralight as possible on trips. It is the lightest down jacket I own, and it's warm enough for summer temperatures, even in the Canadian Rockies. If you've come across a lighter down jacket that's equally as warm, let me know in the comments. I'd be really curious to hear about it. If you want a jacket that's a little bit more budget friendly, go check out that video where I talk about the Decathlon Trek 100 down jacket. It's less than half the price of this one and is one of my favorite pieces of gear.